Samsung is about to have one of its biggest Galaxy Unpacked events in years. On July 22nd, the company is expected to unveil not one, not two, but three foldable smartphones. The Galaxy Z Fold 8, the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra, and the Galaxy Z Flip 8. This isn't just Samsung expanding its foldable lineup. Apple is about to enter the foldables market this year, and that has set off alarm bells all over Samsung. Now, there are tons and tons of rumors and speculations about the new lineup, so let's get into what's actually happening. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe for honest, no-nonsense tech content. Samsung has officially confirmed that Galaxy Unpacked will take place on July 22nd in London. The keynote kicks off at 6:30 p.m. in India. Now, easily the most interesting device in the lineup is the new Fold 8 or Fold 8 Wide. Unlike every Galaxy Fold we've seen over the last few years, the Fold 8 Wide is expected to be shorter and noticeably wider. Think of it as a passport-shaped foldable instead of a tall, narrow design Samsung has traditionally used, like the Huawei Pura Max. The cover display is rumored to measure around 5.5 inches, but because it's wider, it should feel a lot more like using a regular smartphone. Personally, I think that's exactly what the Fold series needed. One of the biggest complaints about the previous Galaxy Folds has always been about how narrow the outer screen has been, which made typing on it very difficult. This new aspect ratio could finally fix that. Inside, you'll still get a 7.6-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display, and powering the device will be Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. Camera hardware is expected to be fairly straightforward, just two cameras like the Galaxy S25 Edge. But here, we are likely to get a 50-megapixel main camera and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide. Battery capacity is rumored to be 4800 mAh with a 45-watt wired and Qi 2 wireless charging. Now, the price. Thanks to AI and the Rampocalypse, we are expecting the starting price to land between $1,800 to $2,000. That's about 1.72 lakhs to 1.91 lakhs Indian rupees before import taxes. Now, all of these are still based on rumors, so take them with a pinch of salt. The bigger story, though, is why Samsung is making this phone. Simple. Apple. Samsung has so far dominated the foldables market without much competition. Apple's upcoming foldable is surely set to change that. So this is Samsung's way of getting ahead of Apple. Now, let's take a look at the Fold 8 Ultra. It keeps the familiar tall fold design, but upgrades almost everything else. The cover display is expected to grow 6.5 inches, while the inner display stretches to about 8 inches, with peak brightness rumored to hit 3600 nits. Performance once again comes from the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, paired with up to 16 GB RAM and 1 TB storage. The camera looks seriously impressive. A 200 megapixel main camera, a 50 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto alongside two 10 megapixel selfie cameras for both displays. Battery gets a massive bump of 5000 mAh, but the charging stays the same at 45-watt wired with Qi 2 wireless charging. Samsung is also expected to make the phone thinner than ever, measuring roughly 4.5 mm unfolded and under 9 mm when folded. Pricing is expected to start around $2,100 or a neat 2 lakh rupees, making it Samsung's most expensive foldable yet. Finally, there's the Galaxy Z Flip 8. Again, don't expect a major redesign. Samsung appears to be sticking with a familiar design, only with a larger outer display that should be much more useful without opening the phone. The processor is where things get a little more interesting. Some markets are expected to receive Samsung's new Exynos 2600, while others could get the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. It's still unclear which version India will receive. The battery is also expected to grow slightly, although exact numbers haven't been leaked yet. Other than that, most of the things should stay the same. A 50 megapixel primary sensor and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. And of course, this wouldn't be a Samsung launch without AI taking center stage. All three foldables are expected to launch with Android 17 and One UI 9, alongside a bunch of new Galaxy AI features designed specifically for larger foldable displays. The bigger software story, however, is Google's Gemini. Samsung is once again expected to get early access to Google's latest AI features. So I'd be surprised if AI wasn't one of the biggest themes of the keynote. So, What do we make of all of this? Well, here's the thing. For the first time in a long time, Samsung actually has something to prove. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 or Fold 8 Wide looks like the phone that's finally fixing the biggest weakness with tall foldables, that too at a time when Apple's about to enter the market. The Ultra seems built to remind everyone who's been leading the foldables game. Now, whether that's enough to stay ahead of Apple and the growing competition, we'll find out later this year. So, which one are you excited about? The new Galaxy Z Fold 8, the Fold 8 Ultra, or the Flip 8? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.